Right, we were like back with the Young Black and Richless.
Oh, my glasses are so dirty.
That's a great intro. We're great intro people.
I didn't want to see your face. Carry on.
You can't see my face.
Of course it wasn't these one.
Rotted, like you blind in it.
I mean, like they were just dirty. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. I thought literally like, without the glasses you can't see me.
I can see you. I can see
It's a
you.
mad one. I just realised we also stepping the game up, people. You can't see it thoroughly, but we have a proper official mic. We out here with the Young Black and Richless. Young Black and Richless. Forgot how to speak.
Oh, that's better. Oh, good.
How you been?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Like it's been 6 months.
Has it actually been that long?
I checked on our Instagram. Yeah, the last video you least posted on Instagram is May.
About May.
May.
It's been a long time. Everything's been good. I've now got my masters. You know. Woo woo.
Black excellence out here, or
Thank
excellence
you.
in general.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. So yes, everything's been good. I've got that. Got a new job. Just living life.
Living your best life.
Enjoying life. Yeah. How are you been?
I'm alright, you know. I'd say in terms of the job front, same old. Still got the same job and stuff. I'd say in terms of like my side hustle stuffs, they're like very consistent now. So I've got some fitness stuff that I always do. Obviously my plans and stuff. I've got like sponsorship stuff, like for example the watch. That's like a.
Oh right, I like the watch. Yeah.
That was like
Very
some
nice.
more like trying to get more. What's it called? Residual income, just like coming in, and then those can be the ones that I can potentially either go on holiday or invest into my YouTube channel and stuff like that. So that's been pretty cool, and I'm also my friend wants to manage me or whatnot, in a sense of trying to find sponsorship opportunities. 'Cause
Okay.
after like it doesn't have to it makes it sound a lot bigger than what it is, but realistically it's just like
You got an agent.
yeah, but it's like a friend. She asked a while ago and I said no
Yeah.
because like you aren't consistent. But then she said she wants to do it, and it's a way of her making side money as well. Cause
Yeah.
I don't want to manage it, and I hate having to check my emails because it's just long. So if she can then actively go out and seek people, and then she gets commission off everything she finds, then for me it's just a lot easier. And then we both could potentially make money. So it's that's cool. And if she fails, it's not like it's a big thing because I wasn't planning to do that anytime soon anyway because I haven't got time to. So it's somewhat a win-win. You find something it's cool. If not, at least you're learning skills and stuff. So that'd be fun. But overall, I'm just trying to make money.
Trying to make money. I see. What is it? You hit 30k. Was it
30k on YouTube.
30k.
Not on this YouTube channel. We're still grafting on this YouTube channel. But in terms of the chilling with TJ one, 30k. So I'm happy with that.
Very, very.
Thank you. We're gonna make it soon.
We are.
If I was to bet, if we were consistent, because we started this channel 11 months ago, you know.
Really?
Almost even 12 months. It was like the end of this month.
Actually, it was like
right
this
before
time.
February, because that's when I made a video laughing about Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, it was literally Valentine's Day was was it
was
coming
the
up?
first one. Yeah, I think that was made the first one. So
was it coming up or had it gone?
Right before, I think.
Okay.
And then we released it around Valentine's Day.
I remember,
maybe. So that was a madness. But I believe, no doubt, if we're consistent, we can make this channel get to for something like 100k before my channel could. Just because this entertainment content is way more shareable than my normal fitnessy vlogs.
Basically, his stuff is boring, and me, with me on here, you know, about to go up.
It's more that we have like mine's like main base.
I'm joking.
Just here.
I'm joking. All right.
The ego's gassing.
I'm joking.
Alright, let's get into the topics because we haven't got long because Alicia was on black man timing. I just thought, should I still be calling you Lisi?
Why? What?
Because that was originally your name. It was like Lisi. And then I've always just called you your full name.
It's fine, like, I'm not really bothered. I don't mind if people know my full name.
Just
You call me Lisi
It's
anyway.
weird, I call you Lisi in text, but in person when we speak about you, I call you Alicia.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes people don't know who I'm on about.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah, let's get right into it, man. We're actually like 2-3 minutes into this podcast. We haven't really spoke about anything.
From there. Okay.
Well, we've got the big clock over there as well,
Okay,
so just say that we started at 50, and what time do you need to go by? Because you're a busy girl on the move.
I'm just busy on the move. Whenever, like, I can go about in like half an hour.
Alright, cool. So we got 30 minutes to bang this out. You guys hopefully enjoy the content. You will see it on your YouTube. Subscribe. But the first topic I'm going to talk about is Soulja Boy. Have you seen he's everywhere on Instagram and YouTube?
Everywhere. Like,
do you know why though?
At first I was like, what is going on? You know what I mean? I don't understand. And then I kept seeing these memes because I've been busy this week, so I've literally not even been. I've been on Instagram like twice. So and then everyone was saying he's doing his comeback, and then they was doing all these things. So I don't really know the full story. Maybe you'll have to explain it fully to me.
I can give you like a summary.
Give me the summary. I kind of know, I have a grasp about it, but...
In essence, I would say it all came about because he made like kind of like a Takashi type thing. He did like a viral video.
Yeah.
So he said he has the best comeback of 2018.
Okay.
So like he was like, I came back, blah blah. People wrote me off, blah blah.
Yeah.
Everyone was making a joke out of it, saying how
Like
it was either Meek Mill
Yeah.
or someone like that, and he kept going, nah. He was like Tiger, and he went viral when he said that crap.
Yeah.
But then he went on the Breakfast Club and kind of explained everything he was on about, and nearly everything he spoke about, like all the memes about him, everything he was saying was true. Like one of them, which no one, I guess, really thought about, because he was like, Drake copied his flow and all that, copied his style. Everyone ripped that off and was like, what the hell are you on about?
Drake copied his flow.
Because he was like, I made Drake, which is a bit of a stretch. He goes, the guy that's copied my bars and flow. Everyone was like, yeah, please. Then they go find the track because someone found it, obviously, and it's the one that Drake has. Tell me what's really going on. Yeah. That song. That's actually a direct copy of Soulja Boy's Tell Me What's Happening, Soulja Boy. And so it could have been paying homage, but Soulja Boy's track wasn't that known, so no one knew. So it was like he made the song that bar way bigger than what it was.
I get you.
So that was one of them. That's just one instance. Then there was a few other things he'd be speaking about. He's came out with a console. It's like he's got his own Nintendo Wii. He's got his own Nintendo. Basically, any console that's like Nintendo based, he went to China and made a Soulja Boy version of it.
Okay.
And people.
Who's buying this?
People are buying like mad. That's the thing.
Really?
Like he's got back orders because people started complaining because they weren't getting theirs on time. He only made 5,000 initially because he didn't think it was going to be that big.
Yeah.
And he got orders up to 20k. So like he back ordered, now he's trying to get them filled up. Then people are saying, why are you more or less doing this? Like, and he was like, I'm a businessman. I want to make money. I've always done it. He's got an Apple Watch, like a Soulja Boy watch.
Really?
He's got loads of technology.
I've never seen any of these things. So
that was the whole point. That's why he's getting popular, because we all thought he was just a goofball, which he is on Instagram.
People have said though previously that he was a business guy.
Yeah, he's always been smart.
Been like a smart business guy. It's just that he just doesn't look like a smart guy.
It's the packaging. It's how you put across the way you are. Like he doesn't come across as a business person.
Like you're not thinking. So you look at Diddy and you're thinking, Diddy. Yeah. You're not thinking that when you look at Soulja Boy. You just think, little petite man, and he's just kind of just. Whatever.
But then again, Diddy when he first started wasn't, even though he was always behind the scenes, a businessman at the beginning, he was just that guy at dance. He wasn't people.
Yeah, it's true.
It's about evolution. Soulja Boy's still somewhat young. He started at 15. He's like my age. I was like 26, 27 maybe.
Yeah.
And it's just it's funny because I don't want to go too much on him, but in essence, he's becoming viral in a good way. Like at first it was goofy because they're like, you ain't made Drake.
Like,
people found the evidence.
Yeah.
Then he did the Breakfast Club interview and spoke about everything. Even the meme when he did like that story when it sounded like Boys in the Hood, when he's like, oh shit, that guy. And he explains it all, and he ended up, he actually did shoot them and one guy died. The only reason he got away with it is because he's in Atlanta. You're allowed to like, trespassers are allowed.
Right, basically. I get you.
And it's like all that, and people started fact checking it. It was all true. And they're like, whoa.
So basically, he is what he's saying. Like,
but it's the way he does it is erratic, and that's why it's becoming viral. Everyone's like, oh my god, this is dope. And he happened to go on to Everyday Struggle, which was that show on that hip hop show. Joe Budden used to be on it.
Yeah.
It's the fat guy, academics, the girl, and another guy.
I saw a snippet.
Yeah, did you see what she said?
What did she say?
Basically, he went on there again. He was talking about his thing, and they were just trying to just pull him down. They were like, "Oh my God, you're a scammer. You're this, that, and the other." He's like, "How am I a scammer?" He goes, "You'll go to the China man. You'll go to the Japanese man. You go to the white man, and go play Twitch on their websites and use their consoles. But me, you won't do it for me. Well, how is it? It's the same manufacturer. The difference is they've just got a different brand on it." He goes, "Why would you support them? But he's calling me a con artist." Like, how does it make sense? Like, it's just, why don't you support black businesses and stuff like that?
Oh, yes, I saw this part.
And then one of the girls says, why do you own so many businesses? That was their standout phrase. She goes, why do you own so many businesses? Don't you? Repeat it a few times.
But what's that got to do with anything?
It didn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
I think it didn't make sense because, like, why would you not want to? And he basically replied back with, why would you not want to own businesses? I'm a legit hustler. And it was like a really good quote, but it was the fact that she repeated it so many times, like it was a valid question.
Yeah.
It made no sense, and it's just like the whole interview is basically them just trying to like discredit him, but everything he was saying was actually facts, and that's why he's became viral now off of like of that. So it's kind of weird, man. It's just like you have to always look past like the packaging sometimes and actually think of the content, because this is Soulja Boy, crank that boy, and he's millionaire, like super millionaire.
Yeah, because when you think about it, as an artist, he wasn't really that good. You know what I mean? His music was really commercial, just catchy. He wasn't thinking, okay, he was probably thinking with Soulja Boy, he's one of them ones where he should really be big for a little bit of time and then just disappear, like totally just go, you know what I mean? So
he's managed to stay, and even though in the UK here, he's not really as relevant.
Like he's not relevant.
He's still known out there,
like he's not relevant at all. Like I wouldn't think, oh yeah, Soulja Boy, but yeah, fair enough. Like if he's doing business,
he's still making money as well. I feel like even through music, he's still doing stuff like that. I didn't even know. I thought he stopped. Because to be honest, I don't check for him like that. But he's still in America, balling off tracks. He's still getting paid off flipping in that damn dance.
What, crack that?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course he would. That was big, you know.
And the other statements he was saying is like he was like obviously the first YouTube musician to get signed at big level, which was true, which everyone forgets about. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
He's forgetting that when he got signed off YouTube, that was like a big thing. It was
like,
oh my god,
he's
the MySpace boy on YouTube got signed for like XYZ amounts.
It's true.
He was talking about that. Then he was like, I'm the first one that made a viral dance on YouTube for music, which was true again. And they were like, oh shit, and he was like, everyone's gonna copy my style, trying to make their dances to go Drake with the In My Feelings, but it doesn't really count because Shiggy did it. But there's other ones like Silento. Remember that guy that had that song?
Yeah, I remember.
You know what I mean? And Watch Me Whip and all that crap. He was more or less saying that I kind of started a trend. And you start thinking back and you're like, it's kind of true.
I don't know if it's true, right? Because
who was doing viral dancing before Soulja Boy?
I get that, but I don't know if it's necessarily true. Like for me, it's like I don't know whether he started it because people would have done that anyway. Like,
you can't do that.
They would have done it though. Like YouTube, the way that it is, it's like people want to go viral.
There always has to be that first person though.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he wasn't the first. I just don't think he started it. Like I don't think he started it. I just feel like he was just the first to do it.
Yeah, if he's, how is that different? If he started it and he's the first to do it, that not the first person?
No, he's the first person to do it. I'm just saying, like, I don't feel like he started a trend, if that makes sense.
But the thing is, when he got signed off that and it came so viral, super labels started searching YouTube like crazy for talent. Yeah. Like, before then, it was literally, unless you got to a radio station and someone put you on, like someone famous, like a Ja Rule or 50 Cent put you in a song, you wasn't getting signed. When he got signed for that, crazy amount of money. That's when record labels started literally on YouTube searching, and that's when they came up with that thing called the 360 deal, because they realized the internet is how people are going to start getting famous without having to go for a label. So that's why Soulja Boy was like, yo, that's why like him coming about and how big he got and how successful, they started kind of modeling bits after like how can we monetize the new musician that's coming in off the internet that don't technically need us at a label.
I get you.
So it's like,
for me, it's just the reason why I'm saying it. I just feel like it's a platform for that. Like I'm not saying that it's not true. Like he was on the first. I just feel like the way that YouTube is, it's a platform that allows people to showcase their talent, their dances. Like things are always gonna go viral because that's kind of the concept of it.
But I think it's more the mix of the dance and the song. Like a lot of people are doing dances on YouTube. A lot of people are doing songs, but they never ever thought to make a song. Like the actual lyrics of the song is the dance, if you know what I mean. Before then, no one was really doing that. You know what I mean? Apart from like arcade, which is basic. Step to the left. That's a good segue because he had that stupid step to the left, step to the right.
Yeah, I mean with songs before that, like you didn't go to Jamaica.
Oh, you dance song. Them ones is different though. Like I'm talking about like massive appeal.
Candy's like old school,
old school. Like we call it the candy dance in America. They call it the hustle, innit?
Oh, do they?
I don't think they call it the candy.
I call it candy. I mean, isn't that the
That's what we call it because the song, but they call the actual dance, I think, the hustle.
Oh, okay.
Do the hustle. Have you seen the Surviving R. Kelly?
Yeah. No. Have
you seen all 6 parts?
I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah.
Just not because I don't want to watch it, it's just because I just haven't had the time. But obviously I know all about it, what's been going on. Everyone's been messaging me about it, like you need to watch it, but I just need to take the time. I need a day.
I was the same. I haven't watched until yesterday. I watched 2 episodes because there's 6 parts.
Okay.
I only thought there was like 1 or 2, and I found out there was 6 and they're an hour each. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't even watch it in one sitting because that's 6 hours of pervert.
I would do that, to be fair. This is the thing.
I can only do that if you're doing a day.
This is me. Like I would do like 6 back to back. That's the thing. That's what I'm like.
It's interesting though. It makes you watch it, but at the same time, that everyone keeps saying like R. Kelly's always in a pair. Why is it so big now? I can honestly say I never knew to the degree.
Yeah.
Like I heard about the peeing thing. I knew that was true. I didn't know he raped Aaliyah.
No.
That's the next one I did not know.
To be fair though,
I know it was statutory rape. I meant like.
I always thought the Aaliyah thing was really weird, because she was so young.
But did you just think that back then? Because I never.
I thought this from before.
When I was listening to the song, me and my
brother have had this conversation before because I've always thought R. Kelly's a bit weird. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, on the weird side. And then my brother was saying to me in one of the songs, he was like, I swear she was like young in the song, like I swear she was like 15.
Yeah, she started around 40.
Like so in the song, she's like 15 in the song, and he was like a lot older, 20 something, and they were clearly like chemistry, if that makes sense. Now you think to yourself, like if that was today, it would be weird. Like what's this 27-year-old? Imagine you just in this 15-year-old. Girls thing, and then you're just there, like, you know what I mean, like
I feel funny when like 19-year-olds come around me too frequent. Let alone the 15-year-old.
As I'm saying, so one time we was watching it, right, and we was just like, hold on, this is a bit weird, like when you think about it. But I've never been thinking, I never thought, okay, maybe he raped her. I just thought the whole concept was weird. I thought.
But I knew that they were dating at some point.
I know that.
And even that, like, I'm trying not to like defend. You know, everyone kind of rationalised it as to why they still listened and all that. Like, definitely, obviously, when I was younger, that's one thing to perspective. I was definitely a kid. I didn't think too much into it when I was younger. As an adult, you can look back and it's hindsight. But like back then, I was like, okay. First off, let me just state. I Believe I Can Fly was my favourite song as a kid. Space Jam got you addicted.
It's like one of the first songs.
But then you listen to why he made those songs, because amidst of the allegations, he needed like a gospel kind of feel to redeem himself. And it's like, wow, the strategy behind this pervert is insane. Yeah. But just bring it back. Yeah. So initially, my initial thoughts up until basically before yesterday and the recent like Instagram outing him a bit more, I knew about the kind of peeing thing, which I thought was kind of weird. But I was like, whoa.
I thought that was very...
But at the same time, I always thought, what 15-year-old is going to stand there and get peed on? But... Because it's like, I was thinking like, 15, you must have willpower. Like, peeing on is mad. And I also didn't know he had sex with her. I was like, okay, he peed on someone, that's not normal. But he didn't have sex with her, so I didn't know that bit. Yeah. I didn't know how many young girls he messed with. I thought it was just her and Leah, and then his ex-wife. And then I've heard about, like, in between, he's had, like, fetishes of liking girls. Like, he's kidnapped girls and all that. But I thought even that, I was like, apparently they're like 18-ish, and they technically chose to stay. Whether he's done something mentally to like make them want to stay, but they were free will. They stayed. You know what I mean? So I always thought like nothing was like 100% like throw him away type. I just felt like he's weird, but like these people are choosing to stay. But it's the parents that want him to leave.
The thing is, this is exactly what, when you groom a person.
Yeah, I didn't factor that bit in.
This is what happens.
So many of them.
So they stay because, you know, they're being taught to think that that's normal behaviour. So they don't see. That's why you have these kind of laws, and you talk about whether someone's got capacity or whether they don't, because somebody that's 14 years old, they could be in a relationship with somebody that's 22, and they might be like, yeah, this is the person that I love, but that's because they've been groomed to think that way, if that makes sense. So as much as it's like, okay, they chose free will, whatever that means, to stay, it's not necessarily mean that it's a good thing.
All I can say is I'm only 2 episodes in, and the nasty level of R. Kelly is increased.
Like, I'm just like, wow. Like, all I heard was like a friend of his, well, I don't know how much of a friend he is, but he was like, you know, we'd be in a room, and I think it was a guy, I can't remember.
I think that's his manager you're talking about.
And he's like, we're in a room, and then he would see someone walk past with a big bottom, is this what he told me? And he's like, but it doesn't matter what age, it doesn't matter the age of the girl. He was like, listen, if you've got a big bottom, they've got a big bottom. Like,
no, it's worse than that.
That was it.
That would be, he basically was hanging outside high schools, picking up girls outside high schools, and like he'd have like a bodyguard. Like, the one thing to definitely note is that people that are in the documentary are also disgusted. They're going to try and put it all on R. Kelly, but his manager, his assistant, they used to basically be like, Mr. Kelly would like to speak to you, them type.
They were like the
ring. You're like a pervert's always have a ring. Usually it's other perverts, but he had so many people around him because he was so rich and powerful that they would like support his habit and his devices because it was the most money they're probably ever going to make. You're forgetting that R. Kelly was super Drake of that generation. Cause
he was when you think about it, he was like the top guy. You know,
20 years. It's only this decade where it's been a bit more the social media era. Before then, he was way bigger than Drake. Do you think of every single hit R. Kelly has? Like, from gospel to sexual tunes, it was mad.
Literally, it would just go like that. You'd be there singing your gospel tunes. Next thing you know.
But to be fair, it was sexual. Then allegations came like, need to get a little bit to God. Then he went back to sexual.
Then he went back to being sexual. Like, you just be like, R. Kelly's gone back to being like, you know. It's just R. Kelly. He'd be there chatting about God, and then next thing you know, he's there with his cigar. You know what I mean? Like,
but it's mad though. They'd literally say like they'd go to the studio and they have like naked girls in each room. Like, he had like literally a studio, multiple rooms, and one of them actually had a bed right in the studio. And each room would have like a young girl in it, just waiting for him to have sex with them after. He used to go on tour and literally hop in between shoots of video shoots, go inside, fuck one of the 15-year-olds, come back out, and carry on doing the show, and come back and go with a different one. Let's just say, like, I can't believe this is the degree.
How, like, did he get away with it for so long?
Well, they were saying, they're trying to put the narrative that it's because it was black girls, nobody cared. I don't know. I feel like it's a big onus on the parents here, in my opinion. Like, I'm not saying it's their fault, but like some of them got approval to go on tour with him. Mm-hmm. Like he would like find young girls. Like originally, the stock starts off with he's mainly only targeting 15-year-olds, 14-year-olds.
Okay.
Some of them even 13.
Oh my god.
And then at one point he gets to a level where he's about 33, where he's almost always 16 and 17. Like he, not that he went older, but even a slight bit older. Maybe because it was so hard to access the very young.
Oh no.
And it's just literally it's baffling. Like I don't want to speak on R. Kelly too long because the audience is watching, it's used to bants, but let's just say it's just
insane.
You have to watch it. I'm only 2 episodes in as well, and I'm already thinking, wow, I did not know this. Mm-hmm. So when people keep saying like, why are people only caring now? I can say a lot of people, maybe like me, and just didn't know it was this degree. Mm-hmm. Especially in the UK, we didn't. Like we knew he was odd.
I feel like everyone knew he was odd. Like ever since that peeing video, right? Yeah. I was always like.
See, that's odd. That
I always used to be like,
whoa.
No, but because it wasn't just odd because he peed on a girl. Like, let's just be honest. It
was odd for that.
Okay, but listen,
I wouldn't pee on a girl now. If a girl asked me to pee on, I'd be like,
some people.
Oh, if I can do it. Performance issues. How am I gonna pee on you?
I know, but some people like okay, like we're grown in it. We're grown adults. Some people have fetishes.
Yeah.
Some people have fetishes, right? And each to their own. You know
still
what
odd though. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's different.
I'm just everyone has whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? You do whatever you. I
put it in the same realm as eating ass cheeks. No joke, but yeah, carry on.
Well, okay. He's got. I don't really have like things like that. I don't have whatever. I'm just thinking fine. Like if somebody was like, listen, I like to get peed on, I'd just be like...
Would you pee on them?
Huh?
Would you pee on them?
No, if a guy asked me, I'm talking about if my friend said...
Well, I guess it goes both ways.
If a guy said to me to pee on him, I don't think I would want it. I don't think I would want to pee on him. Like, I feel like it would be disrespectful. Like,
if he's asking for it, he wouldn't be, would he? Well, that's the whole point. He wants to be dumb and disrespect. Let's go back to R. Kelly. We ain't got to talk about you peeing on people. Like, future Baker be watching it. Like, damn it, I almost had it.
Show you around.
Oh,
like, that's the make or break. Like,
yeah,
she ain't ready for this.
She's almost gonna be wifey then, but she said, she can't pee on me.
No, but I'm just saying, like, so that was, for me, it's like, okay, you've got your fetish, fine, whatever, like, that's what you like doing. But because, wasn't she like 15? The girl was 15, right?
15 or 14, yeah.
So she was young, so that was when I thought, okay, this guy is weird, because I just always find it weird when somebody does something with somebody so young, knowing that they're young. Like, I just think it's in your nature to kind of go after somebody at that age. So I've always thought he was weird. I just didn't like. Did
you know he got molested as a child?
He did.
Yeah. See, these are different things that you just didn't know. Like, he got molested by his older sister and one other family member, but they don't confirm who it is. But like his little brother also, I didn't know he had family members, but his little brother also got molested by the older sister as well. And after years of being molested, he finally goes to R. Kelly as a kid and goes, I'm being molested. And R. Kelly more or less brushed it away and goes, no, you're not. Because he was also getting molested. Weird mentality. It's kind of, you know what I mean? And the little brother said his brothers were the test, he said before he could take it to his parents, he wanted to see if his brothers would believe him. When they never, he was like, well, I can't tell my parents. So he just kept it in. Yeah. And obviously, this is factors that may have made him weird. He's also potentially got molested by an older male figure as well. Because apparently, did you know he fucks little boys as well?
No, but somebody had told me this like before this, but somebody had said that he.
I haven't seen that bit in the doc yet, but I've seen basically reviews of the doc so far, and people have obviously told me information later.
It's that thing though. It's that classic thing that they say, like the abused become the abuser. Do you know what I mean? When you don't know what, when you go back to love, but when somebody doesn't love you appropriately or properly as a young child, or whatever it is, and I'm not making any excuses for the guy. Like it's not like that. I'm just saying that it just happens where people become the same thing that they were. You know what I mean? That they hated when they were younger. It's the same way that people watch. You know, like Chris Brown. He watched his mom getting beaten up or whatever, and he was all, you know, when he listened to his music before all that Rihanna situation happened, he was always talking about his mom or interviews and my mom got beaten up, and then he became that person. Like, you know what I mean? He's there beating up a woman, and that's exactly what happened to his mom.
That is true, but at the same time, there's many people that have been like abused and stuff that manage to live a normal life.
Of course, yeah, like I'm not saying there's no excuses for that. I'm just saying that it happens. You know, when you look back at people's if you go to prison and you look back at track records, you know, or you was to look at somebody that has done something crazy and you look at their story, they've always got a story in it. There's always a reason why they've kind of, I don't know, got themselves into a particular situation. So it is mental. I mean, I just think the R. Kelly thing though, it just sounds like it's a mixture of probably that and the fact that he had power, so he then used that power in the wrong way. You know what I mean?
Like if you watch it, I feel like we have to probably talk about another one, but like after you've seen it, we're both, because I haven't completely seen it either.
Yeah.
But you see the degree, like I think they used to beat women too sometimes because he was really controlling. They could all of his little sex slaves couldn't talk or look at anybody, couldn't talk to each other. He used to do threesomes with them, like the 17-year-old, and the 17-year-old found out like virtually after like having threesomes with his other teenish girl for ages, found out the girl was 14 because she thought she was 16, but she's still bad. But they're both kids at this age. She's thinking, oh, she's only a year younger than me. She finds out the girl's 14 and she's there watching R. Kelly talk to that 14-year-old's parents, like, I'm making their music, and she goes, I'm watching this band lie to this kid's parents as he's basically having threesomes with me and her, rape. Or statutory rape.
It's rape, yeah.
And she goes that she felt like she was his like main girlfriend. To find out that no, he's actually been having sex with the 14-year-old before it's just wild. It's just like I never like already when I was watching, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe
you know that it's a power thing though. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, when
you're
a grown man and you're going for people that are a lot younger than you, that are basically they're easy to manipulate. You know, they're probably not really emotionally mature. It's basically you see a point, you want to control that person. Otherwise, you just be with the person your age. Do you know what I mean? You just be like, okay, let me just be with a woman.
It's almost like a mental deficiency as well. Like, we'd also have sex with like Aaliyah in front of the other like girls that were in like his tour bus, because he used to have like a tour bus, super like king size bed, like a curtain, and they used to have like the other beds at the side.
Yeah.
And he said one time, curtain just left open. He was having sex with Aaliyah, and I was like, whoa! He wanted to be performer in all aspects.
It's just messed up. Like it really is just that. Like he just sounds like he's so wrong.
Yeah, we can come back to this.
We have to come back to this. I haven't seen it yet, because, I have to see it properly.
Just my eyes is what like I feel like it gets to this point where you have to like throw some away, because as bad as it sounds, I listened to R. Kelly on New Year's Day because
I actually haven't listened to him.
I haven't listened to him in ages.
I don't listen to him.
It was like that. It was just the perfect song for as bad as it sounds. Like
the bad thing is
can you ever separate the person from the art? That's the one I want to quickly run in.
Can you separate the person?
Because technically, this is nothing to do with his pervert side. He's definitely the king of R&B.
Right.
As in terms of the most records, the best songs, in terms of R&B.
Yeah.
Can you still support the music while disowning the guy? Like the sicko.
Well, this is the question. Right. Well, we touched on this actually in the podcast before, but about something totally different, and your reaction was totally different. So you was like, listen, I ain't even listening to Kanye West. You know what I mean? You wasn't even listening to Kanye West, and that was because you didn't support the things that he said. But that was because maybe the new music, you think, you know what, you didn't have to give it a chance because you haven't listened to it yet. I didn't. That makes sense. So,
I'm already invested.
So you've already invested in that. But so it's like, okay, maybe I'll listen to R. Kelly because I already know the music. But then if he was to come out with a new album, then people probably be like, you know what, forget that, I'm not going to listen to it. But at the same time, I have to say that I don't feel like I can listen to... See, when I listen to... I believe
his songs as well, don't forget, also describe what he was doing.
That's what
makes it sicky.
So when you listen into like, I Believe I Can Fly, like that was a motivational song for me. But then now... You know when you think like it was because it was genuine, like you listen to it and you can like feel... But now it's like, how can I listen to it?
When he made Aaliyah's album, Asia Number, he's basically talking about Aaliyah trying to convince an older guy to fuck her when she's young. The whole song, with Today I'm Gonna Go All the Way, it's just, woo.
Yeah, you can't.
And then, I don't see nothing wrong. Oh, it's just, when you, you know the background as to what it is, can you ever enjoy the song? Like, I
don't think I can't listen to him, to be fair. I'm not gonna lie. I've got him on my plate.
Until now, I could have passed away because I didn't know the extent.
Yeah.
I knew he peed on someone. It's almost like a comical thing. I know it sounds bad,
but
like, because I heard about it when I was young, and Dave Chappelle made a skit about it, like, I'm gonna pee on you. It's almost like he's a weird guy. Now I know that it's like, he was a literally a predator, like a proper predator. Like, I didn't know how many, like dozens and dozens and dozens he had locked away, beat them, and now I'm like, whoa, I can't listen to the guy. Like, and now I'm on the same mode. I can't separate. I can acknowledge that he is definitely a genius at music, but I can't be rocking to his music.
No.
Like, as good as it is, when I heard I Believe I Can Fly in the thing, it was so hard for me not to go on YouTube and listen to the whole song because that was my Jam was my thing.
Yeah, that's my jam. Like, that is my jam.
Now I get how people kept trying to defend Bill Cosby. People that grew off the Cosby Show, like, imagine if it came out that Will Smith was doing what? you wouldn't be able to fathom it, would you? And don't think Will Smith was the other generations, like Will. You wouldn't even be able to. How. This is Big Willie.
Or Damon Wayans, you know what I mean? From what I think, exactly. I'd be like, don't even, not with
exactly. So that's when, like...
To be fair, that's how I felt about, you know, Kevin Spacey. Like, I love Kevin Spacey and that. So, yeah, but Kevin Spacey was, like, my boy, you know what I mean? And when that came out, I was like, you know, how am I going to watch House of Cards?
Yeah.
But then they took him off House of Cards.
Do you see that weird thing he uploaded after on YouTube? Like, I know you miss me. Like, as Frank Underwood, he did, like, his thing on YouTube.
Yeah, so he did this thing about Frank. Creepy. Yeah. And it's, like, him, like...
Saying like, you want me back. It was really eerie and like, it was almost like you're the ones you play like ominous music.
Do you watch House of Cards?
I used to.
Oh, okay.
And like I watched it up until I think midway last season because it stopped for some reason, or I stopped, and then I just didn't get back into it. And then all this came about, and I found out he was going. I mean, I don't think I could watch it if he's not.
Yeah, I didn't watch it now that I haven't watched the new season. But you know what I mean? That it is difficult. I think it is difficult.
So can you separate the man from like? Can you specifically, not in general?
Cannot me specifically.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about general. But can you do it?
I guess it depends on what the situation is.
If it's like this type of
like with this R.
Kelly
thing, this severe thing, I think no, like I just don't want to
even rationalize it.
I can't because I'm listening to his music, and if I was to listen to his music now, I don't even bother trying to because I think if I was to listen to it, I don't know what kind of.
All you do is deciphering the lyrics, and that takes away from the pleasure of the song in it.
It's not the same anymore. It doesn't have the same concept.
There's many women though that have been defending him, like, yo, R. Kelly, we still love you. Like, how can you love him? If it was your niece, what would you do? If it was your daughter, what would you do? What would you do if it was your sister? It's just insanity, and
it's like some people are so like obsessed, aren't they, that they can't see past it. It's like when like when Chris Brown beat up Rihanna, and everyone knows I loved Chris, but I loved Chris. You know what I mean?
Oh, did you throw him away?
I didn't throw him away. Like I wasn't like okay, bye. But like I just was thinking, I was disappointed. Like I was proper disappointed.
I still want to know to this day what she said to him, and I know some.
You can watch it. It's on a documentary. Have you not seen it?
Oh no! Did we find out? What did she say?
Oh yeah, he's done a documentary.
Oh, I know he done one, but I didn't know he talked about that.
Yeah. So it's on Netflix.
Please tell me, what did she say?
She said like there was a bunch of things. So she must have like grabbed his dick while he was driving, and then like she must have bit him or something, and she was.
So she attacked him first.
Yeah. So from
to me, then it's justified. Like, you can't put your hands on anybody and not expect to get.
But then he lost it, obviously. So he was like, they were outside. They got outside of the car, and she must have said, "Help! He's attacking me." But I think at that point he hadn't attacked her, and he had this Lamborghini or something, and she threw the keys, the Lamborghini, in like somebody else's garden. So then he got pissed off, obviously, and then I think he basically just lost it. Like he'd already hit her in the car.
How bit her face? That's a weird fight move.
I don't know, like they was just like, I think from what I gather, like this has happened, that it's happened before where they basically just got mad at each other and just like, she probably slapped him up, he slapped her up or whatever. But then this one obviously went too far. But from what I'm hearing, like in the car, I'm just like, how this guy was driving, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was just like hitting it. I think she spat on him, and it was just like, it was.
It's been a crazy roller coaster. We started the vlog talking about Soulja Boy.
I know.
Then we went to Kevin Love, we went to R. Kelly, then to Kevin Spacey, and now let's go a roller coaster. I'm just like, yuck.
I know. And I was disappointed with Chris, like after, but then like I was listening, when he came back and he was all sorry, like I was like, okay, he's sorry guys, like let's just forgive him. I wasn't like, okay, let's forgive him, but I wanted to know that he was trying to be better, if that makes sense. Because I do feel like with those kind of situations, it was really a shame. Like everyone was like, how can you like him? He's a woman beater and everything like that. But then it was like, he was young, like I think he was like 18 or 19. It's
basically a lesser version of the R. Kelly type thing. Like people loved him so much they would forgive his transgression.
I wasn't trying to forgive it though. It was more like I just wanted him to learn, if that makes sense. Like I was hoping that.
But you're doing that so you could.
No, because
I enjoy his stuff.
It wasn't just about his stuff. Like I think I like him as a person. I liked him as a person before that, and I was thinking it would be a shame if that actually was what defined him as an artist.
Well, that kind of limits him getting to the Michael Jackson level.
He can't even come to England. Like he can't even have a concert.
He still can't come here.
No.
Forever, was it like? I thought it'd be like statutory type stuff. Like,
I don't know. Like I went to every single concert.
I had to go to Ireland. There's two people have to go to.
You have to go to Dublin, you can go to Dublin. But like literally, I went to like every concert, and then he still owes me £40 because that concert got cancelled because he couldn't come. Right, can I get my £40 back, please? Thank you.
You might have to tell him in US. Can I get my 50?
But yeah.
Okay, one last thing before we start moving on. We've got talking about The Weeknd, which you didn't know about.
I don't know. I've literally got no idea what
I don't really follow The Weeknd's music, so I feel I can be very, like, unbiased about this, but in my scenario, just from the get-go, before I even tell you what happened, I think people are just super touchy, but that's just me speaking as me, and I'll explain it now. Basically, he's got, like, the LGBT community after
LGBT.
And the Q now, it's a Q.
Oh, there's a Q. Okay.
Oh shit, I know more than you now. Okay.
God, I didn't know there's a Q.
LGBTQ community are after him because one of his song lyrics they're saying is there's like a term for when like you try to sexually change someone, like, you know, if they're gay and you try and make them straight.
Right.
There's like a proper term for it that they know. I can't remember off the top of my head. My bad if you happen to be in that zone. And basically one of his lyrics is something on the lines of the line that they really focus on is a bit where he says, "I'll fuck you straight." Mm-hmm. It's part of like a whole song, obviously, but that's not the main bit of the song, but that's just a lyric in it. Mm-hmm. And they went after me, oh my god, I used to love The Weeknd. Not until I heard his songs talking about the LGBT community and how we, can be made straight. It's not a phase where like...
Is that what he's trying to say though?
I truly don't believe he was.
Because like,
this is what I'm saying, but I don't know
if I heard that, I'm listening, I'm just hearing it like as abstract, so you're just saying it like that. Yeah. I wouldn't be thinking...
Okay, wait, leading up into that line, let me just focus it.
Okay.
You make it a bit of context and people are interpreting it wrong. He says, you say you're going through a phase.
Yeah.
Something, come to me, I'll fuck you straight.
Okay.
But they're trying to say that he said that she's going for a phase so he can fuck her straight.
Okay,
but if you listen to the words, he said, you said, so he's saying the person who he's talking to, the girl has told him, oh, I'm going for a phase. Right. And he goes, something, I'll fuck you straight. That's a common phrase and like a normal kind of, you know what I mean? And
I don't know, you know, like now I'm hearing it, like now I can understand. Because
no, I can understand where they're getting it from. I just don't believe that the intent was there for that. Like if you read the tweets about him, like it's almost like they believe that he made this song to really cleanse the world of like lesbians.
Yeah.
I think it's a reach. I can see where they get it, like that little nugget, but I feel like sometimes on social media, they will jump so far just to try and cancel somebody.
I get what you're saying.
That they're trying to like cancel people that don't need to be cancelled.
Yeah.
Just like they just want a hashtag and they want to get viral off. I was the one that first found the tweet offensive.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a stretch. Like as you're thinking about it, mulling it over, I'm gonna find some tweets about it.
I was about to say, I'm just thinking about it because like when you said the line, I'm like, okay, for me, I would have been like, okay. But when you're talking about
line into it,
the line going into it now, which gives it a little bit of context, I can understand why they might get a bit annoyed. Like maybe not cancelling, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's not that serious, but I don't know because the thing is, at the end of the day,
straight is different. We don't know they.
That's what I'm saying.
Like how we say to white people, you don't know the struggle. I guess we don't.
That's what I was about to say. Like I can't necessarily say that. In fact, that doesn't hurt somebody because I'm not in that situation. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And if, for example, you were gay, right, and somebody was just like, actually, in fact, you should be straight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you've been told that that's how you need to be, then maybe a line like that might cause it might make you feel a certain way.
Well, there's one hashtag here. It's like, listen, those of you who are making excuses for The Weeknd, you're trash. You're homophobic trash. That was the extent of the tweet. Obviously, we're not gay or in that community, but I can empathise with people. But me personally, if I was to hear that line, I feel like it's a stretch. Like, Kevin Hart's whole thing. What did he do? Oh, the Oscars. His whole old gay tweets or homophobic tweets is the right word. How do you feel about those? Do you know what they are? Like,
I haven't seen that.
Oh, one of them was like, it was like him joking, but he was like, if my son was gay, no, if my son was playing with dolls, I was like, hey, that's gay, put that down. It was like, I shouldn't be laughing.
See, this is
like,
the thing,
this is like, how far can you go with a little bit of jokes? Or like, I don't think he's really going to slap his kid and go, yo, you're gay. It was more or less making like a joke that most straight dads would do. Like, I guarantee my dad's not homophobic. If I was a kid playing Barbies, he would definitely be like, yo, what's happening? You'd always pose a question. No, maybe today's different, your new dads, but like I would believe that most dads now would be like, what's going on? Unless they're also like, I would assume that.
But yeah, I guess like, I don't know, like
I would.
I don't really find it funny though. I don't really find it funny, if that makes sense, because I just feel like
I need to find the actual tweets.
At the end of it, like I get what he might be thinking. Why is my son playing with dolls? But why if his son just wants to play with dolls? Like, what's the? If you have an action man, and I've got Barbie, right? What's the difference? Like one's got hair, and the other one's out here doing little.
Well, it comes down to obviously the gender roles.
Yeah, but what is it? But the thing is, the gender roles that we have, they're not that deep anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Anymore, but I think that is all. Well, first of all, those tweets from 10 years ago. So in that time, it was. So you have to put the context into the tweets themselves, and he's also already apologized for them about 4 years ago, and people brought them up again after when he was actually the Oscars. So I think that was a big part of his fact that it wasn't like he tweeted them last week. Mm-hmm. He's literally changed his whole style of comedy. He doesn't really put that in there anymore. But they still want to cancel him.
It's not really like, I guess, about him changing his style of comedy. It's like, what do you think?
Okay, let me show you the exact tweets because there's 3 of them. Yo, if my son comes home and tries to play with my daughter's dollhouse, I'm going to break it over his head and say in my voice, "Stop that, that's gay." Okay. Okay. Like that.
Okay.
Okay, the bit when he said break over the head, that was a bit strong. I can say that.
Yeah.
And then in following that, okay, I'm just now waking up. I'm in a good mood, so I think I'm going to go to the gym and get big. No homo. I don't think that was a big mean one. Like,
nah.
You just want to say I'm trying to get big.
I don't know why it's put no homo though. Like, really, you don't even need to put that at the end. Do you know what I mean?
But I don't think that was like one of the ones that you really could reach for. Okay.
Yeah.
One of the last ones. Laugh out loud at all of the women asking me where my pic is. I'm not passing along a pic of a naked man. That would be me gay. That would make me gay by association. I guess someone had like a naked picture of him and he was like, why would... No, I think they had a naked picture of someone of a celebrity and they were asking him for it.
Okay, I get you.
I feel like the first one, that was
the worst.
Valid. The other 2, I feel like they're just reaching. Yeah.
The thing is though, like, I get what you're saying. It's just like you can't say whether people are reaching or not. Do you know what I mean?
But I feel
it's like you can't say it because it doesn't. If it doesn't affect you, you can't say that. In fact, actually, you're reaching a bit because it's not affecting you. Same way, like if someone says something about black people, right, that we find offensive, and then like somebody was white, like you don't even. It's not even that big of a deal.
That is true.
Do you know what I mean? You'd be like, hold on a second, but you don't understand how that makes me feel.
Okay, do you not believe in comedians normally have like a bit more leeway?
Yeah, I understand. Like you might have your license.
Because some of the most funniest jokes ever have always been like something borderline. Yeah. But it's the way that they make it funny. Like Dave Chappelle has the funniest of everything. He manages to make it tie all in and make it great.
The issue is because when you tweet things, it's not there's no context at all. There's no tone of voice. You know what I mean? It's not like you're on stand up is a different story.
Yeah.
It's like totally different. You can hear what they're saying. You can hear kind of like the context. But on
I know he said that in comedy shows. One of his old ones, he used to say something similar. He'd be like, "No, that's gay." I remember that was one of his quotes.
Yeah.
But it was funny. I don't remember anyone dragging him then. But the tweets,
you won't. It's like. As things can always be misinterpreted when they're written down. Same way, a girl sends you a text message, right, or you send her a text message, and you saying it in a certain way, and then she gets mad, and you're like, why are you getting mad? Why are you getting mad for? Because I didn't even mean it like that. But when you're texting, there's literally like nothing.
That's very true. Like literally, something another scenario. I was going through my comments on YouTube, right, and some guy writes a comment, and I said, I'm just curious. If you're not into fitness, why do you watch my videos?
Yeah.
Question mark. I even thumbs up his comment just to let you know it was like a sincere question. Cause I was wondering what content he likes, so I can maybe replicate that type of style.
Sure.
He comes back with, "Oh my god, you should take it as a compliment. Why are you questioning me?" And blah blah blah. I'm like, "What are you on about questioning?" I literally wanted to know, so I know what entertains someone that's not into fitness, so I can do more of it. He goes, "No, it was definitely had a tone of XYZ. If you can't see it, you're into that." I'm like, "Bro, if that's how you took it, that's how you took it. I'm not going to debate." I didn't at all think of that. I said, why do you think I thumbs up your comment too? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wrote it the most polite ever. I didn't write it in slang. I wrote it in Queen's English.
That's the thing though. This is what happens because
sensitive people.
You're writing something, but then at the same time you write something, they read it in a totally different way.
That's true, but I also feel like there's a level of sensitivity. Like, I feel like nowadays sometimes people get so touched over things that aren't touchy.
But everyone's different though. You can't be like, the thing is, I always say like everyone's different. You might be sensitive when it comes to certain aspects of things. Someone else you can like kind of push certain barriers. And the thing is, when you're on the internet and you're just reaching out to people that you don't even know, you know what I mean? You don't know where they come from, what their background is, how people have treated them, what's going on, whether they've had a bad day or whether they haven't. So like literally, it's impossible to have one conversation with one person. Say you send that same message to every single one of your subs, right? They're all gonna have different responses because everyone's different.
That's true, but I feel like this is a thing that needs to be addressed because I think so deep into this to the point where I believe this is what leads on to mental what's the word? mental health issues, because I feel like people are almost raised in such a nice bubble, and then because they're not used to, like, parents coddle them too much, everyone gets a trophy when they're in like, they all do a competition.
Yeah.
The winner gets a trophy, but every other 9 people get a trophy too, to make them not feel bad. Yeah. And they almost bring up people in this bubble, but then when people go out into the real world and they realize, well, the world is tough, and they get knocked back, they go into crazy anxiety mode. They get depressed. Some of them go to the far end and then become angry about it, and then they go attacking people at school. Like they get kind of teased at school, not bullied, but like the odd joke. They can't handle it because everyone laughed at them for that one day. They go home, get nuts, go get a strap and shoot the school. This is obviously me making it extreme,
excavating this to a whole different level.
But I feel like you can definitely see the correlation that because people are being brought up in this bubble, and when they go into the real world, they can't handle it. Like little simple basic things.
I get it, but the thing is, it's too difficult, right? To have this is the boundary, and that's the boundary where you can start getting sensitive. There's no line for anyone.
That is true, but I feel like it's only getting progressively worse. As in, people are getting so touched over little things, like things that I wouldn't even thought twice about. People will make it such a thing. Like I remember once, some of my videos, I used to say, "Yo, what's good, guys?" Into the videos. Someone started commenting going, well, you're excluding females in that. How can you start your video saying
what's good, guys?
What's good, guys?
I mean, there is like a kind of level where it's like I get guys. Like I would say, if I say guys, and I just feel like guys is like,
about people as a
talking
group
about
of
everyone.
people.
Like guys is just like everybody. Like,
yeah, but like to me, that's like stupid. Like you know exactly what I meant.
I know what you mean.
I'm not saying only the guys watching this. I'm talking about as a people. So now I say what's good people, and it's just stupid.
I saw something on Twitter the other day. Like I think it was Lord Sugar, and he tweeted something saying, what a lovely, he said something like lovely girl or something, lovely woman, or I don't know, he said something about something, it was a compliment.
And they're going to say sexualized her.
And then no, this girl had basically tweeted him back, how dare you say something like that and make it, he was like, they were saying that it was demeaning and whatever, and then
why thought it was condescending?
Yeah, like because he was just like, you shouldn't say that, you should call her, what did he say? They were saying like, I think maybe he might have said,
woman,
I think he said lovely like lady, and he was like, you should call her a woman or something like that, and it was like,
what's wrong with a lady?
That's what, and then everyone went crazy on this person that I tweeted like, are you, like even women were just like, come on, like you're actually being too much now, like.
But that's what I'm saying. People try and reach it, and I feel like this is what makes saps and idiots. Like I know I'm being blunt about it, but it's like, how can you be so sensitive about stupid things? Like I feel like everyone has a little bit of a tough upbringing. Everyone's slightly different with their upbringing. Yeah. But I feel like that is what makes a stronger individual. If you're raised in this little cocoon, this is why people used to always hate privileged people. Because they were raised in like a bubble of privilege that when they step out, the parents would always save them, and then they couldn't handle a normal day, but their parents were always on their back. People used to always shun them like normal people. Now it's coming to normal society where the average person that's not privileged, they're getting still raised in this bubble. Like one person said, oh, your shoes are a bit dirty. Now everyone in the school's got to have like a standard uniform for everything. You can't have to wear the same shoes. That kid can't wear that shoe because it's better. And it's like, oh my God, you're literally going to make everyone just complexes. It's just, there's no level of like hardship that defines a character. Every superhero has ever been made in a comic book, they always get forged by some sort of dark past, because the whole message is that
you're right,
a harder upbringing creates a stronger individual. That's why there's no superhero that came out was balling from day one. He was like, oh yeah, I've got powers today, everything's been blessed. It's always parents either died or they had to overcome something, and I feel like
the superhero.
I'm definitely extreme in it, but like they all stem from something, and I feel like I'm just trying to say that even the best that people deem as like the best in like anything, they always came from,
I always think that. I think the best people always come from struggle at the end of the day. Like, you know, there's nobody that's, there will be people that will have things handed to them, that people that are going to have, I don't know, a grandparent die, and it's just like, that's inherited, but the percentage of that is very tiny. So most of the people that are successful, they're going to have worked hard, they're going to have
It's the same reason why I respect Jay-Z's hustle more than Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner apparently has more money than Jay-Z, just based off, obviously, all her affiliation with their family. Even though she's like a third of his age, she's richer because privilege.
I saw this thing and it was like self-made entrepreneur, and I thought,
she shouldn't be in that box.
Can we say that? I was
she's
like,
definitely
can we say like self-made?
Years later, she definitely benefited off Kim Kardashian. Like giving him
100%. Like I would say, if anything, Kim Kardashian was more the self-made one. Like I'm like, if anyone,
she made herself
she's probably the one. Yeah, she's probably the one that.
I do rate her mom though. Her mom is a business savvy G.
She is.
Like she pimps out her kids, so I can't rate that bit. But minus that, she knows to make business.
Yeah.
Like, apart from extorting children.
I don't know if it's in like the best way. Like I always think to myself.
Oh, it's definitely not the best way. You can't profit off your child having sex.
At the same time, I'm like, I don't know whether
sexualizing them.
People look up to this family, but I don't know if it's a family that I would want to be part of. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's possibly for the fact that, you know, when you look at Kylie Jenner and she has maybe grown up like this 10-year challenge. Everyone was like, she's the one that's done the best, right? Because they showed it like 10 years ago with her no lips and like.
Wait, it's not like a real grown-up challenge because her face isn't her face.
Exactly. I know what you mean. But then they're like, okay, so she's. But then at the same time, the reason why she probably feels the need to look that way is because she's grown up in that family.
Yeah, she's basically trying to make herself the new Kim Kardashian. Kim's on her way out. Her bug butt.
Yeah, but Kylie was like not really attractive.
Exactly, that's why she's trying to replace Kim. So I think Kim is getting older. Even though Kim's still doing young stuff, you would have thought that she would have kind of gracefully kind of aged out, kind of like J-Lo. J-Lo's still subtly sexy, but it's not out there. Kim's still trying to do the naked pictures.
Yeah,
but that butt starts falling like a bit too frequent. So now you're looking at her thinking, yo, my older sister, she was the sex symbol of the century. Now she's starting to get to that point where she's on her way out. Someone's got to take in. I'm going to make myself look as much like her as I can. Yeah. Don't forget, they're not even super blood, like they're half. She shouldn't look as much like Kim as she does.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? But if you look at her and some pictures of Kim, they look very, very close.
Yeah, they do look.
Because she's trying to make herself look like the new, younger Kim. Mm-hmm. So that's like her marketing plan. It's like, yo, I'm gonna look like her.
I just feel like it's a bit of a shame, if that makes sense, because
it definitely is.
I just think like she can't probably be the real. Not saying that she can't be the real her, like she can, but she can't look like her real her.
Well, she never can now. The only closest she does is when she doesn't top up her lip fillers.
Yeah, when
she normally tops them back up when she's about to sell the new line.
Yeah, true.
Which is crazy. I didn't even know you had to top up lips. But
yeah, you do. Yeah, you have to get them done.
You haven't got them natties like lips. Kylie, go at me.
Do you know what? Once, I'm not even gonna lie. I can't remember. I was at work, and someone came and they was like, "Oh my god, this is literally like a little kid," and I was like, she's done the Kylie Jenner challenge like too much," and I was like, "Are you joking?" I was like I was as if I was there with a bottle, just making my lips bigger, and I was like, "Mate, born with these bad boys."
Technically, that would be racism.
I know, but it was a kid though, so I was like, I can't
because of you got enough willpower that you didn't go to the back and start crying. Some people, if they heard that, cool. Even if it was a kid that said it to them, they would run to the back and scream their head off and cry and post a picture on Instagram and on Facebook going, "Oh my god, someone," wouldn't even say it was a kid. They'll say, "Someone just attacked me at work. They told me that my black beautiful lips were totally manufactured like a Kylie Jenner. Well, these are my natural lips." Why do people literally do that just to get a reaction off the internet? And that's the type of people I'm saying that are complete idiots and need smacks.
Yeah.
Mentally.
Mental smacks.
You put that there, mental smacks.
Not like real ones.
Yeah. See, even I'm trying to be like semi-political, like correct, so I don't get it.
But you can't just be out here smacking up people just because.
Oh, when I say it's a phrase, literally, it's the same way. Like, I'm not gonna relate myself to Kevin, but like it's the same way how the same phrases that are like known. Like,
I know what you mean. I get what you're saying. I don't know. Like I get what you're saying, but then I
tried to get rid of the phrase. Was it being? It's like being a dead horse or something. You know the type of words.
Oh my god! I was listening to.
There's a whole bunch of them.
I was listening on the radio. Yeah, it's probably the same thing when there was like,
be a dead cat or something.
You can't say things like "kill two birds with one stone."
That's it.
And I was like, "Are we getting for real now?"
Literally, I saw the whole line.
I was like, we're talking about like I love animals. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not ever saying that I'm not one of them people. It's like I hate animals. I love animals, but I was like, come on, like they're just saying. It's like I'm not actually gonna go out with them with stones.
It made it sound like everyone was out there just with drones.
Like someone said, you can't say, "Oh, the elephant in the room." I was like, come on. Oh, the elephant's not gonna cry about being the elephant in the room. It's
just absolutely like stupid how they called it speciesism. I'm just saying it's called speciesism.
It's too much.
Using like you need to get rid of all these phrases. And it's like, yo, it's because it's accepting cruelty to animals. It's along the lines of racist, homophobic, and ableistic language. I don't even know what that one is. And so Peter wrote on Twitter. You can't say bringing home the bacon. We want to change it to bringing home the bagels. What the blood clot, man? Like you're telling me, saying people get too sensitive.
But we're not bringing home the bacon. Like it's like the thing is, it's not literal. That's why
I've never seen anyone say that and actually have bacon in their hand.
I know. I'm just bringing it. I'm gonna go see a man about a dog. Like my dad didn't go and get a dog when he used to say it.
You can't say that one either.
Why?
Because you're talking about a dog. It's species of.
Yeah, but it's not being rude to the dog though. It's just you're just gonna see a man about a dog.
You're talking behind the dog's back.
This is.
So I'm saying people assess.
It's too much. You can't be the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room. I was like, that's too much.
Can that one not stay? Elephant in the room was.
No, that's one that I heard on the radio. There was like they were trying to say something else, and I was like, elephant in the room is just like
the odd chair in the room. It's just things like that. Yeah. From people have to reach so hard to speciesism.
I know.
And like, you think this way, you want to put it in. Like, I'm not blaming it back to us, but like, there's still heavy racism in the world, right?
I know, yeah. There's still big things going on. Like, there's still a lot of homophobic people. There's still a lot of people that don't have.
They jump from all of that to speciesism. Like, who was bored at home that was like, you know what? Let's just find a new outrage. I heard someone yesterday talk about bringing bacon home. I ain't like that. Let's just. It's almost like so stupid, and as mad as it sounds like a somewhat selfishism. It's not. Like racism, yeah, was like a big thing. They almost jumped that.
It's just like ridiculous.
Like I've never seen a pig come out to me and say we never said it.
You know, I love pigs. I literally do.
As in the actual pig or the
I love
food?
pigs. I like.
Do you bacon?
I do.
You don't love pigs.
I do though.
You like pigs.
I love pigs.
Like pigs.
I love animals. I do love pigs.
Tell you that I like wolves. I'm not gonna eat a wolf. Put it that way.
Yeah, we don't eat wolves.
No, but if you're saying you love pigs, you can't love pigs and eat pigs.
I do love
You can like the animal, but you do not love it. Love is strong. You do not love a pig.
I like pigs. I like pigs. I like pigs.
I love pigs. I eat them every weekend. That's like saying I love black people, but I'm racist to every single one of them. Like, you're never gonna have both sides. I love white people, but I kind of hate them. It's just,
I just don't like pigs, but I do like pork.
So obviously you like pork. You like pork more than pigs in theory because you like eating them. So
I don't like to know the process. So it's really ignorant of me.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss because when I was in Spain, when I was living there, there was these pigs living in this little place, and I hated it. Like just knowing them, and I knew that they were gonna get killed for the ham that we're gonna eat.
And you weren't ready for that.
I was like, oh, it made me feel terrible. Like literally, I actually felt really bad.
Did you still eat it?
Well, no, but the ham that we had, it was already been killed. So I mean, it was gonna be killed like for later on in the year.
Cured and stuff,
they're gonna cure it and whatever. But it did make me feel bad. Like I still ate the ham. Like listen, in Spain,
exactly.
in Spain the ham was on different. It was on a different level, and you can't not. You know, they were always feeding me meat.
I'm just watching you trying to defend this pig statement.
But I did, and like they had the cows and stuff. Like I came back and I was like, I'm not gonna eat beef because I do like cows as well.
I can definitely say that I still eat pork, but I eat it way less frequently since
I don't eat
one
pork
of those
though.
Instagram pictures show like a pig being thrown, like some farmer just literally threw a pig live right into one of those grinding things. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no.
And like I didn't notice it, but like mentally that definitely did affect me. So I stopped eating pork for like a good 6 months, and now I eat it as and when, like very rarely.
I don't eat pork.
So I do believe ignorance is bliss, and it is not good, but I am not vegan and I don't strive to be one. So as selfish as it sounds, I've been brought up on meat, so I still eat it, so
I do still eat it, but I absolutely respect everyone that.
But at the same time, I don't
want to
eat it. I love pigs and chickens.
No, but I just love animals like I do. I genuinely do, and I do still eat meat. And I don't know. I do respect people that don't. Like I think I have the utmost respect for people that like I don't want to eat it. But it's just that, like you said, I've grown up on it, and it's just like okay.
Conditioned behaviour.
It is, and it's like I enjoy chicken. I enjoy it. Like I think I could go without beef. To be fair, I probably could. I could go without.
That's just because you don't like it as much. It's not because you respect animals.
Exactly. It is.
It's not really as deep.
It is always.
It's because you don't like it. It's like me saying I could probably go without eating fish, not because I care for fish, because I don't like it as much as the other ones. You don't get points for that. You don't get points because your taste buds prefer eating pork. Alright, let's wrap this up.
Alright,
it's been virtually almost an hour. We said it was going to be 30 minutes, it's been like an hour. Alright people, I hope you've enjoyed this comeback episode. We're going to start whacking the videos back out on YouTube. They're probably going to be a lot more raw than usual. Normally I'm in my perfectionist mode, which is when I try and do the effects and stuff, and that is what takes it so long to get live, and then having to start the camera. This time we kept it rolling. So hopefully you enjoyed the bands. We're going to probably put the whole video up and potentially do some in parts like the R. Kelly one, maybe, or I made him just aim to whack the whole thing up. Just
I know, we'll see how it goes.
And we may have special guests in the future episodes.
Yes, we may. So
let us know down below.